Well, I'm a pretty woman, so I can talk anybody. Talking
They're talking to Bill. They gotta get him over here.
Yeah, well, he's gonna see you, so hopefully he's gonna come. All right. Just a little microphone. There's a lot of background, so they're not gonna be able to hear us. All right. So this, I'm gonna put this on me.
You know, adjust my ears
Yeah.
just a little bit here. Oh, come on. Do that. So I can hear you.
Yep.
Cut out this section. Background. Turn that off.
All right. So let's just make sure that we can hear good. All right. Awesome. So I am Agnes, and I met this sweet, awesome gentleman here who has been in. So what branch were you?
Navy.
Navy, who has been serving in the Navy over the World War II years. But as you told me already, you haven't been actually the one who got deployed, correct?
No, they didn't. They didn't use the word deployed.
Okay, they didn't use the word.
They just sent me over there and left me.
Okay, so where exactly did they send you, and what year?
I enlisted in 1944.
Mm-hmm.
I was just a 17-year-old kid out of high school.
Oh, young.
The other boys were turning 18 and going in. There were 7 of us left together. Went to Great Lakes boot camp. Fortunately, all 7 of us came home alive.
Okay.
There are 2 of us alive now.
Okay, wow.
I took my boots. I went to diesel engineering. Went to San Diego, Coronado Island, got my amphibian training, and was a landing craft boat operator in the Pacific.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I wound up in the Philippines, the island of Samar, was there a while.
Uh-huh.
Then I got picked up and went to Okinawa.
Uh-huh.
Thank God I was late getting to Okinawa. I didn't get into the thick of things.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't be here today if I had.
Yeah.
But I was still there when the Japanese surrendered. We were going to Japan. Wasn't no doubt about it.
So Japan was really working with Germany, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so they were on the same side. So you guys were deployed over there. I mean, deployed. You went there as soldiers, right? So what exactly was your the thing that you would have to do while there?
Well, I was, like I say, I was in the Navy. I was a diesel motor mech.
Okay.
These landing craft, I don't know whether you're familiar. Landing craft, LCM, where we carry troops to the islands and hit the beach.
Right.
Then after Okinawa was secured, we were still there supplying the fleet to go to Japan. We were going to Japan. There wasn't no doubt about it.
Okay.
I was thankful the day we got the word that they had surrendered. We went ahead and went to Japan. I was in Japan 4 days before MacArthur got there to sign the peace treaty. Was there evacuating a prisoner of war camp.
Oh, all right.
One of the worst duties I had all the time I traveled. It was awful.
Yeah.
But
so when you actually went there, you have not had any wife or girlfriend?
No, I was just a kid out of high school.
Yeah, the kid out of the high school.
I came home and found my wife.
Yeah, you did?
She and I were married 71 years. I'll throw that in there.
Wow,
Hi, Dale. How you doing?
This is Eric. Yes.
Yes, the Lord blessed me with a beautiful young lady.
Yeah.
She passed with Alzheimer's just recently.
Oh,
but
I'm sorry to hear.
We had a wonderful family. The Lord was good to me. I'll just add, we had 6 children, 5 girls.
5 girls.
And 1 boy.
Was that the youngest, the boy?
No, I had 4 girls first.
Oh, okay.
And then him.
All right.
And then another girl. I have 16 grandchildren.
Wow.
I have 19 great-grandchildren. And just a month ago on my 96th birthday, I had my first great grandchild.
Oh, congrats.
I've been blessed.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing.
The Lord has left me here
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
this. I'll get on the soapbox just a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm concerned what we're leaving for those children.
Yes.
I'm gonna outlive this.
Mhm.
I'll make it. I'll make it. But I'm concerned for those
Who
kiddies
are
I'm
going to
leaving.
be left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here again, what I fought for is not what we've got right now. Unfortunately,
Yes.
we got to get back to what we had.
Our principles, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We're slipping. We gotta. I'm not a politician. I'm not going to get into. I don't care who they are,
Yeah.
what they call themselves. They were. God gave them the authority they've got now, and they've got to treat it right.
Mm-hmm.
As an old vet, I'm concerned about that.
All right.
I won't say anymore. I won't get any further.
We fully understand. We were both part of a convoy called the People's Convoy that went from California to Washington, D.C. to try to end the Emergency Powers Act that the government's been using to make all these mandates and stuff like that. So we're right there on the same page.
Yeah.
We've seen that there's problems with the government. We're worried about it just like you are. And that's what we're out here kind of doing all this stuff for,
Yeah.
You know, the Convoy of Honor that's tomorrow has nothing to do with that. That's just to celebrate veterans and stuff like that. But I mean, there are going to be a lot of participants that were part of the original convoy.
Yeah.
Because we're all patriotic people.
Well, I've been accused of being a Bible thumping, flag waving veteran.
Oh, really? No way.
I plead guilty. I plead guilty.
That's not a problem. I mean, we need more of that. We need more people that care about the country.
Right.
Well,
want to see make a change.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Dale here, you told me you served 44 and 45, right? 1944 and 1945.
45 into 46.
Right. So 46 was at the end, or did you serve any longer than that?
No, I came home.
Mm-hmm.
They decided I wasn't a fighter. They just sent me home.
They just sent you home. No kidding.
I went home.
Right.
I went home and met the love of my life.
Right.
And
so you were fortunate enough to come out from this whole entire war and be able to live a normal life, right?
Yeah. As I said, there were 7 of us went in together, and all 7 of us come home alive.
Mm-hmm.
2 of us are still living today.
Right.
That's all.
Right. So, do you remember anything about your training that they give you?
Oh yeah.
How was it?
I went through boots at Great Lakes. Very tough. For a 17-year-old kid, I enlisted. My daddy let me go. I was a little tough for a while, taking orders.
Right. I think everyone is.
And then I went back to my first trade school at Great Lakes. I will say those people up there, at Great Lakes and where I went on Liberty and to Milwaukee were the greatest people in the world.
Yeah.
And then I went to Richmond, Virginia for my diesel training. And then from there to Coronado Island, San Diego for my amphibious boat training.
Yeah.
And shipped out from there.
I was just reading your name tag. I think I met you last year. I ride for the Branson.
I think so, yeah. Right. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, and then I say, I didn't do anything special.
Right. But you definitely lived through these years of the biggest war that actually was out there, right?
Let me move this microphone up just a little bit, Dale, so we can hear you a little bit better.
They set up a boat repair base there on the island of Samar, right next to Leyte, and I was stationed there then until they took me to Okinawa.
Yeah.
And that's.
So, how did you tell your family about the fact that you enlisted and then you were going to be going away? Because you had your mom, your dad. You had any siblings?
Yes. I was the third in the family. I had an older brother and older sister.
Uh-huh.
My brother and I had a little difference of opinion. I respected him. He was a redheaded preacher.
Uh-huh.
He was accepted for the draft, but he registered as a conscientious objector.
Mm-hmm.
I respected that. He did not want to pick up arms. He would have gone in the medical or something like that. But so he and I had some discussions about that. But I respected him.
Yeah.
I asked Daddy. The other boys in my high school class were turning 18, and they were enlisting to avoid the draft. And I was just barely 17, and I asked Daddy if I could go with him.
Yeah.
He reluctantly finally agreed. Mother wasn't very happy with him or me, either one.
Yeah, yeah, right.
For a little while. Bless her soul. She had gave me her blessing.
Yeah.
And they let me go.
They did. Okay.
So, like I say, I adapted to the Navy, and I enjoyed the sea. I was never seasick.
Yeah.
When I was aboard ship.
Yeah, that's important, isn't it?
Yeah. I wasn't
aboard.
aboard.
In the middle of the sea, right?
I wasn't on board a ship a whole lot. I was just landing craft going from island to island, but I enjoyed it. I thought about staying, but here again, I was just a 17-year-old kid. I had a little problem taking orders, I'll admit.
Okay. So do you remember if there was like a lot of younger guys? Or what was the actual age that,
Well, most of them were older than me. I was the youngest guy in my company.
Oh, okay.
They were 18s and 19 years old, but early draftees. But the draft board didn't even know I was alive till I came home and registered after the war. Because I was gone. Right. I spent my 18th birthday in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Oh, he's from Wisconsin.
Oh, well, great people. Kenosha, Milwaukee, no finer people.
I was born and raised in Milwaukee, but I live in Sheboygan now.
Yeah, well, Kenosha, I got acquainted with several fine people in Kenosha that little time. I enjoyed going there. Chicago, I went Chicago on Liberty one time and never went back.
Yeah.
I found the people in Milwaukee and Kenosha and Racine, those little towns. Great people there, great people.
Well, that's the thing I do like Milwaukee. It's got a lot of the things that the bigger cities do, but it's not quite as big as like going to Chicago or New York.
I wondered how they are now. I tell you, we on Liberty, that Liberty train could pull in, there were 2,000 sailors on it. 10 minutes, you couldn't find one. They took us in.
Yeah.
You go to the USO and they had a big board.
Yeah.
Parties, some just a couple, maybe one or two sailors for dinner.
Sure.
Or whatever. And they were great. I mean.
So I think you guys covered this because I heard something about the draft. So you didn't get drafted. You actually signed up. Yeah. And they didn't even know that you were drafted or that you were even around.
They didn't even know I was alive.
Wow.
I was the youngest kid in my senior class. All the rest of the boys were turning 18.
Okay.
And they were enlisting to avoid the draft and finish high school.
Okay.
The Navy had this V6 program. You could enlist, go back and finish high school, and then they would take you.
Okay.
They said, it may be 2 or 3 months after you graduate, and then they called you up. We graduated one Friday night. The next Friday, we were in Kansas City getting sworn in.
Gotcha.
We didn't wait, but that's what I went. All the others, like I told her, there were 7 of us. All 7 of us come home alive. There are 2 of us alive today.
Yeah. So are you in contact with the other person?
What's that?
That is alive right now?
As far as he lives in Wichita, Kansas. As far as I know, he's still in good health.
Yeah. Oh, that's
there.
Great.
Very fortunate.
Now, did you guys go over why you chose to enlist?
Well, I said that back then the red, white, and blue stars were flying out my rump. I was concerned, like I say, 17 years old, but I knew what we needed to do. The other boys were going, and I wanted to go with them. I was going to be the only one left.
Yeah.
Quite all the other boys there were some of the others that had already gone, didn't finish high school.
Right.
And I was going to be the only boy left. And Daddy, and I'm sure he could have, he said he could have given me a deferment, I'm sure, on the farm. He could have kept me there, but I just felt that's something I wanted to do. I needed to do. I'm not bragging or anything. I just, everybody was behind the war. I'd already grown up. Rationing, all that. I mean, everything from sugar to gasoline.
Sure.
I knew the war was going on. I can remember when the war started, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, and I heard my elders speaking, well, they made a mistake. 6 months, we'll have this done with.
Yeah.
Well, 3 years later, they still used me.
Yeah.
I had a little part in it.
Yeah.
But I just felt like it's something I wanted to do. I will say I was there from 17 to 19.
Yeah.
I growed up in a hurry. Those 2 years, I growed up a bunch.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
Yeah. Do you remember any funny moments that, like, you and you guys around? Did you play like any pranks on each other? Was there something that you would do for fun? Maybe did you play cards? Like what? How did you like spend the days? Really?
Not much. Boot camp, it was serious business.
It was serious business.
I will say one thing, a little oddity. Out of the 7 of us, there were 2 of us, me and Bill Scantlin, had been buddies since junior high. Just 2 peas in a pod. And we went in together.
Hello.
When I come back, after 2 years, I come back from the West Coast. He came in from the East Coast, Norman, Oklahoma. We got discharged on the same day.
Yeah.
After enlisting, being separated 2 years, we got discharged, got on the bus and went home together.
Right.
We stood up for each other when we got married.
Yeah.
Our kids growed up. Unfortunately, Bill passed on a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had that particular side. All of us, we would call us 7 gangsters, a bunch of us there. But we wanted, but Bill and I particularly.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a great part of the service. So we were able to do that.
Did you break any rules?
Now
Did
you're
you get in trouble for anything?
People are going to see this, aren't they?
Well, listen, you can't get in trouble for it now.
I'll admit. I think I mentioned I had a little trouble learning to take orders. I had 1 captain smash and 1 exec smash.
Oh yeah.
Not serious. I spent a little extra time, extra duty on account of screwing up. I mean, it's simple as that.
Right.
I messed up, but they taught me a lesson. They said, you're going to learn to take orders or else.
Right.
And I did.
Oh my goodness, you're so young, I mean.
Well, that's
I
right.
think we know better now, but when we were so young,
I would say
I had the same problem. I never took anything from my parents, like no orders.
You're talking about parents. I said when I came home, I was amazed in that 2 years how smart my daddy got.
Yeah.
In 2 years' time, he really wised up.
Yeah. All right.
But anyway.
Hi, guys.
Hi, can I meet you?
Well, I don't know what she's doing to me here.
Hi, Rick Trent.
Rick.
Yeah, I was in the Coast Guard for 35 years, but
I won't hold that again.
that's good. That's good. That's good. My wife, Linda, both of our dads were B-17 guys. They both got shot down, both POWs, both came back. And then I stayed in the Coast Guard for, like I said, 35 years.
Yeah.
We came here mainly to see if there was any World War II vets we could meet.
Yeah.
Right now,
I met your buddy over there.
there's 2 of us. Is all I know.
I met the other one, and I just wanted to thank you.
He's an old guy. He's 6 months older than I am.
Yeah, his daughter told us. And I see you got a great hat, but I was a good friend of a lady named Lois Bowden. She was a female Coast Guard Award veteran. She passed away early this year at 103. She had some brand new ball caps that she wanted me to try to give it a World War II vest. And I see you got a great one, but I'd offer you any of these that you want to add to your collection.
So you can take a picture.
Well,
You can have any one you want, or two if you want.
no.
If you like any of those.
Well, this is just plain. It's kind of like this one. My son-in-law had this one made particularly for me.
Yep.
And put it on a white cap, and that's a little different. I kind of stand out, but I like it, and I wear it a lot because now normally coming winter I'll go back to a black cap. I appreciate
you
that.
got a spare.
I appreciate that.
And one other thing, a fella down at the village had these and heard I was coming over. It's a pen. He wanted me to give you that.
Okay, well, thank you.
And if I haven't loaded you down enough, are you familiar with the Non-Commissioned Officers Association, NCOA?
No.
They were doing some World War II medallions, and I bought one from them for the next time I met a World War II veteran. There's two of you here, but you're the youngest, so I'm going to choose you. And might I give it to you?
Well, whatever. Golly, I tell you, I'm humbled to be honored here. I had the bank, Branson Bank, selected me to be veteran of the quarter. I'm veteran of the quarter this year. They have 4 a year. They've honored me nice. My greatest honor, I'm proud, I'm going to be Grand Marshal of the Brave Friday.
Oh, nice. We're going to be there watching it. So I'll wave to you.
I really I feel honored to have that.
I will wave to you. So the NCOA did these.
Oh, mercy.
And like I said, we could purchase some. And the next time we saw a World War II veteran, I'll show it to you.
Oh, boy.
And I don't want to slight your friend over there, but you're the youngest, and that's how I decided who was getting it today.
Oh.
Oops, sorry about that. I'm having a hard time with getting it over your
Just slide over that
There
old
we
ball
go.
head. Cover that up. Oh, boy.
This will tell about it a little bit, so I'll leave this with you.
Oh, this is something else.
So that just tells about the medallion.
Oh, boy.
Thank you very much for letting me meet you.
Well, thank you. Golly, like I say, this is great. It's unnecessary, but I appreciate it.
The other thing you got going over the other guy, you're Navy. Even though I'm Coast Guard.
He was Navy.
Was he? I didn't catch that. Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Pacific, Okinawa, the same as I was. I met him a couple of years ago here, and run into him again the other day, and he and his daughter. I live here in Branson now.
You're lucky. This is a wonderful community.
Well, I'm an old Western Kansas farm boy, so it's a lot different. But I come over here. My daughter lived here to help me with my wife before she passed. And I'm just staying here now. So
it's a good place to stay.
It is. And I'll say that people in Branson are good to veterans. And this week especially, I wouldn't miss this with a had Army, Navy, and Marine troops all there transferring. It was receiving Marine. Yeah, but it was a Coast Guard ship.
Believe it or not, I've been there on a C-130.
You
Coast
are?
Guard, yeah.
Okay.
We have a RAN station there.
Oh, okay. I left there in a APD, amphibious patrol destroyer, and went to the Philippines from there. But yeah, like I say, I had that connection with the Coast Guard there. I was on one of their ships for a while. I'm not saying it was the most pleasant duty I ever had. Well, like I say, there's a lot of guys there, every branch of the service, pretty disorganized. Food was awful. But I can't blame that on the Coast Guard. Not really. But anyway.
Well, it's been an honor meeting you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Enjoy the few goodies I left.
I appreciate it. I really appreciate this. I tell you what, I turned that off. Well.
So thanks for giving me a few minutes with you.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm sorry about that.
Thanks for letting me butt
Hey,
in.
not a problem. Hey, it's great content.
Okay.
They're sitting here loving the interaction that you guys have. So, hey, you helped me out. Thank you very much.
Okay, well. These guys through with me now.
I want to thank you for your service. I want to thank you for spending time with some of our viewers, which we keep getting our cameras turned. Everybody keeps bumping our camera. Okay. But, hey, I really, again, I appreciate you.
You got some chocolate. Anything that's got chocolate, I put it on a plate there. As soon as they let me up from here, I'll have it.
What would you like?
I'm good.
What would you like to drink?
Do you have coffee?
Yes, sir. I give him a coffee.
Yeah. I'll try one of these little chocolates.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're talking to it.
Well, you're gonna have Eddie perform here, are you? I hope.
Jerry, you got coffee?
Yes, I do.
Gentlemen would like coffee.
I'm sorry, Dale. We're out of coffee.
If I gotta depend on him.
I'll take Jerry. I'm a medic.
Medic.
What I heard was she said there was a gentleman over here wanting coffee. I don't see one.
No.
We're just going to team up on that.
No,
Just in case, I think they hollered and said, "Is Dale going to be sitting with us?"
Yeah, so I don't know how he talks as well. Are you through with me? You through with me, sweetheart?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can let you go.
Yeah, please.
Again, Dale, I just want to thank you for doing this and letting us talk to you and hear your story.
What you're going to do with that?
Well, we've actually.
Yeah, let me. Pretty young lady.
Would you like it? I'm good, thank you. Sure? Yeah,
Right there.
Sure.
Picture of this gal.
Oh, you just want a picture with the gal? Okay. There you go. 3 pictures with the gal.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, sir,
Texas
thank
with
you
the
so
pretty
much.
ladies.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, you did good.
So this gentleman here said he's fine to talk to us.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All right.
get him over here.
Yeah? What do you want me to host this? Is this yours?
Yeah.
Yep, that is his.
I'll go over there and play.
And we'll be right back. So for a few minutes, you guys get to look at empty chairs. I have it right here, sir. I have it right here.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
There you go. these gentlemen seem to be a little bit more interested in talking to Polish agents, so I'm letting her kind of take the lead on this.
Of course, that's what we want to hear. Just sit in one of these chairs.
This one here?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Whichever one. And then we're gonna have to put a little microphone on you because it's really loud in here. So we'll have you mic'd up. All right. And then, so my name is Agnes, and you told me you're Bill.
All
Your
right.
name is Bill?
That's my nickname, of course.
Oh, that's your nickname.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you were serving in the Navy
Yeah.
over the World War II,
Right.
correct? What were the years you were serving?
I went in 1944.
Mm-hmm.
It's in October.
October
I
1944.
believe it was in October of 1944. I went to the boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
I was in there till almost Christmas, 13 weeks, I believe. After I got out of boot camp, I went back home to my family for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Quick as I got back to the boot camp,
Mm-hmm.
they picked me up and put me on this ship. They were waiting for me there in California, there out of San Diego, out the bay. They put me aboard the ship. We left the ship, went to Hawaii, and up through the islands there. Went to the Philippines. In fact, I was in that hurricane at the Philippines that had in 1944.
Uh-huh. 44.
It would be 44. I believe it was 44. When they had that big hurricane over there, we was in it. It knocked a hole in our ship, and the back end they had to put us in dry dock and redo it. But anyway, we got it back out. I was the motor machinist mate on that ship,
Uh-huh.
and let's see, where in the Philippines, and we went to Guam, spent a day or two in Guam, and I can't remember all the name of the islands. But anyway, we picked up 5 tanks and 50 Marines,
Yeah.
and we was headed for Okinawa. We was the first wave. In fact, we was one of the first ships that hit the shore on Okinawa
Okay.
in 19. Well, it was in 45, because it was March the 31st, which is the day after my birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my birthday's the 30th of March.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, I'll make it till I'm 19 anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the ship, actually, we hit the 31st. I suppose it was April 1st because they recorded it as April 1st. I read it in order April 1st in that area. So we made the invasion. When we got through with the invasion, when we got through with that, we took the Marines in and we backed out and went to the supply ships and picked up supplies and taken into those people. We put a bunch of supplies in once on where the trucks came over and picked them up. And in Okinawa, what am I trying to say? Where the ocean rises and it's not all good. Can't get it in my head. You know what I'm talking about? Where the ocean comes up and goes down.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't count on me because I'm Polish. Okay, I came here from Poland, so my English is very limited.
Well, is this I can't think what they call it, but anyway, the ocean moved out and left us high and dry.
Yeah.
Me and some other guys decided we'd get off and explore Okinawa a little bit.
Yeah.
we got off, and sure enough, after we got away from the ship a little ways, Japanese came over treetops strafing. They missed us, thank goodness. And we didn't get, not any of us got hit.
Oh yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that's good.
We got back aboard ship.
Yeah.
And after that, of course, the wave come back in. When we got back out and wasn't taking supplies in anymore, they put us on a line where we're supposed to protect the other ships from submarines and different things. Well, during that time, while we was on that, while there was one of those Jap battle planes coming right towards us, and ways before it got to us, it turned off to the right and hit a little DE in front of us, about 300 yards in front of us, maybe 150 yards in front of us. It took them 3 days to get that Marine out of there.
Wow.
Because he went through the gun turret.
Yeah.
Of course, he was a dead man. After that, they pulled us out. After we got through on the picket line, we went back and was staging to Tokyo Bay. You know, Tokyo Bay.
Yeah.
And the B-29 came over with a couple of fighter planes, and we saw it. We was on the Olympia Toad.
Yeah.
And we saw this plane come over.
Yeah.
We couldn't figure out what was going on.
Right.
A couple of days later, we heard that they had bombed Hiroshima. And then, of course, hit that other island. I can't remember. Anyway, we got the war over with, thank goodness.
Yeah.
We were on our way to.
So in 45, I think what happened, Hitler just understood that he's not going to win, right? And he just, Hitler had just like committed a suicide, and everyone just literally surrendered, right?
This was Japan.
Yeah. Oh, Japan was playing the Germany side, right? Yeah, they're no good.
They weren't going to.
Yeah.
Of course, them Betty planes, of course, while we was up above there, that Betty bomber, while we were high and dry from the ocean going down and coming up, that Betty bomber came over and just missed us right on top of it and went down a ways and fell. Yeah. And they shot him down.
Right.
We shot one battle plane down ourselves.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So that's pretty much my history, really.
So how long have you been serving this whole time? Just the 44 and 45?
44 and 45, right.
And that's it? And you were done?
Well, no. From there, after that, while the government sent us back south down to those islands that the Japanese had picked up and taken workers down there. Right. And the natives from on Saipan and Okinawa. And we picked up some of those natives and took them home. Right. Okay, after we got through with all that happened for 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. After we got through with that, when they started us back to home, and we took a slide into the Wake Islands. The Japanese were just skin and bones on that island because they'd been sitting there, no food, no nothing. Right. We talked to found one of those Jap men that he had gone back to Japan to see his parents. While he was there, they put him in the service. He didn't get to go back home to Hawaii. He was living in Hawaii. He could speak good English. Oh, yeah. We talked to him well. Okay. And talked to him, and he told us all about what was going on there.
So how old were you when you enlisted?
18.
18. So did you already have a wife or no?
No.
No wife at 18?
No.
Okay. So how were you married or no? Afterwards? Well, afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Quite a while afterwards.
Oh, quite a while? Yeah. Did you find your wife right after you were done with deployment?
No, I didn't.
Later on?
No, when I went in, I had a girlfriend, and I planned on coming back and marrying her.
Right.
Well, when I come back, she'd found somebody else. You know.
No.
No. it
Were
wouldn't
you
happen.
heartbroken?
Yes.
You were heartbroken.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So consequently, I didn't want to get married.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, but then, you found another woman, right?
Oh, women.
Women.
I went
Good
to
for you.
different
Good for you. All right, but so how many times were you married? Just one time?
No, I was married a couple of times.
Couple times? Yeah. Okay.
This girl here is my first wife's
Which one?
daughter, the one in the blue
The
deal.
one in the blue? Okay.
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Okay.
And when I married her, I think I was 26, 7 years old.
Uh-huh.
And she was born when I was 29, something. And the company I went to work for transferred me to Montana. Montana, out of Glendive, Montana, we worked there for quite a while. Then they sent me to Waterford City, North Dakota, the company I worked for an oil field over there. And over there, I worked over there, I opened the station over there. In fact, they come up there and got me out of the field once and wanted me to go to Roundup, Montana, and operate a station out of Roundup, Montana. So I went to Roundup, Montana, and spent 2 years there. Then they come and got me and sent me to Tioga, North Dakota. A guy up there, he got burned, and they put me in charge of that station up there. I was supposed to be trying to find a place to put a station in Colby, Montana. North Dakota. And anyway, after that, this is not in the war during the war though.
Yeah, right. Well, afterwards, that's okay. So you only been, really 2 years in the war, 44 and 45. I mean, the whole entire war was like 6 years. It was a really long period of time.
Yeah, the reason they tried to get me to stay in.
Yeah.
In the service. The reason I didn't want to stay in is because I lost my father.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
During the war.
Yeah.
And my mother and him on this little farm was on. She moved to West Texas.
Yeah.
So I went out there to be with them to try to get our family back together.
Right. So when you decided to join, so did you only have your mom or mom and dad? Did you have to? Okay. So
they both saw me leave.
They did. So how did they feel about you going to the military?
I can still see the expression on my dad's face.
Yeah.
And the tears running down my mother's face. And it
was tough for them, wasn't it? Yeah. They were worried, but you survived.
I survived, sir. But he didn't.
Yeah, that's true. Well, so was your dad also in the military?
No.
Okay, so what happened to him?
Well, during World War I, they called him up right at the end of World War I to go into the service.
Yeah.
Well, the war ended and he didn't have to go. So he never did have to serve.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So how did he pass away?
He had a sister that lived in Vivian, Louisiana, and he had a growth in his nose.
Oh, okay.
His sister wanted him to go to a doctor in Shreveport, Louisiana, and get it cut out, and he did.
Okay. Yep.
After they got cut out, it got infected and went to his spine. And killed him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Otherwise, he's pretty healthy.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
It was probably for your mom. It was really tough, right? So did you have any siblings?
Do I have any siblings?
Yeah, siblings.
I got one sister.
One sister. Okay, so just you and your sister. All right.
And my mother was out there in West Texas with her. When I come back out.
Yeah. So listen, was there when you were serving, right? So did you have anyone that really stuck in your mind? Were you best friend or someone who you would always hang out with? you know, had someone that you would have like close relationship while you were serving?
While I was in the service,
Yeah, like a
I
friend
did.
or someone who, yeah.
I did. In fact, he was a pharmacist man aboard our ship,
Oh yeah, okay.
and he lived in San Angelo, Texas.
Uh-huh.
And I went down there and visited him.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the war, in fact, I went down there 2 or 3 times.
Uh-huh. Oh, so it's been quite a long relationship you guys have formed while being.
Also, one of the guys, well, there's 2 of them, but there's one of them that I was pretty close to, went into the service with, and we was together a lot in the after. He was in a different section than I was, but we come back and we become real good friends after the war.
Yeah. So listen, do you remember breaking any rules?
Breaking what?
Yeah, like any rules. Did you ever broke like any rules, or like did they order you to do something and you just didn't, or was there something that you can share with me?
I didn't really break any rules. We couldn't. There was no chance to do it.
There were no chances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember your training when you went to training? Well, how was it? What was it all about? Was it tough?
Yeah, it's rough, pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
Rough going. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We had to walk from our base in San Diego to the Marine base, which was 18 miles.
Yeah. Wow.
18 miles. We had to walk it. My legs gave out on me.
Really?
Well, I had a bad leg.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I got it fixed after the war was over. I got it worked on.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Wow. 18 miles, huh? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much. I don't want to take too much of your time. I think we had a pretty great interview here.
well, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Let me walk you back to your seat.
Okay. And you're from Poland?
I am from Poland, sir. You're good?
What brought you to the USA?
Well, I didn't really like how Poland was, you know. I couldn't find a job in Poland. I was not really good, so I decided to come here and look for a better life.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
You got all that pretty quick. Yeah, well, I don't have much to talk.
All right.
What was your name?
It's Agnes.
Agnes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Take a picture with her.
A picture?
Did you get a picture with him?
Oh, it's a microphone.
Oh, God.
I forgot to take it. We need that back. All right.
Yeah, you need to get a picture of
Yeah, sure. Good? All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Listen, this is Agnes.
Yes, Agnes.
Agnes.
Agnes. My name is Agnes. Yes. Yeah.
You were named after your grandmother, weren't you?
Well, no, actually. Well, this is my American name. My Polish name is a little different, but I exchanged it. It's Agnieszka. Yes, you got it. I exchanged it so it was easier for everybody to remember. Otherwise, it would be a little tough. But yeah.
Enjoyed being
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We came here to capture some interviews with World War II veterans.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's not more.
Right.
This is the first year there's just
A couple.
that's it.
Right. Yeah, we were hoping for a
Any
little
more
more.
in here?
No, I think it's just you guys.
I know we lost one last year. The year before.
One more.
There's another one.
Yeah, I think that guy over there from Mass, I think it's one right beside him. I believe there's one. She pointed me out a while ago. There's 3 of us. Yeah, and I think that that's Mass.
Well, I think we're all set. You guys have a good time. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Dale. Appreciate it. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get to the Hoot Danny. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. they've got stuff they got to do. So we're gonna head on out of here, and we'll see you guys at the Hootenanny. So, all right, bye guys.